This is the last video, so, I'm not going to sit up here and keep going on. I'm just voicing my opinion. I'm voicing on the things that's important or why the ancestors told me to bring it up. Okay? So the ancestors told me to bring it up, which is called the black card. There is a white card, a Latino card. There's a card for everyone, every culture, trust me. I can put them all out there if I choose to, but I'm more in tune to my own culture, my own race. And like I said before in my last post, you can't be spiritual discipline. You can't be that if you're not prepared to recognize your fault. You know what I mean? The reason why I said it is because, people talk about why you can't unify. Oh, you can unify. You unify in your circle first. You unify in your circle and then slowly branch out. You got to remember one thing. You got to do it slowly, because you're dealing with a lot of ignorant people. And when you're dealing with ignorant people, guess what? You're going to have problems. And you got to face these problems. This is as easy as 1, 2, 3. If somebody's sitting up there, you go, good morning. So, it's just that easy. Now, why, when you see a couple, and I said before my last post, my wife is 5 foot, she's a Latin woman, I'm 6'1", I'm a black man, quote unquote. Because you use the word melanin, a lot of people, they get their mind all screwed up by using the word melanin. You know what I mean? Or melanated people, which we all melanated people. But black people, you have to stop using the black card and to try to get over on the other person. It has no, it has a meaning when you know how to use it. But when you're using it in an open form, and you use that to embarrass the other person. And it all depends really on how you approach it. I mean, there's, like I said before in a couple of posts earlier, if you go to the first one, there's different ways to do it. People, go like this or this here. You know what I mean? Then you got some people, they know about the black card. And when you do that, when you're talking to them, but you're talking to them in an intelligent way, to let them know, listen, I'm talking about them. And you do something like this, because it changes all the time. This code it does it. You do these things. Now, what's so funny is you'll get that one to go, I'm not with that. Now, they know the black card, but they won't socialize with you with it. They won't participate with that. When you're trying to talk about a certain conversation and use that without being verbally injecting the situation by trying to use race or the color code text or language code text or race, period. So my point what I'm making is this. They will sit there and go like this here. Oh, and look at you like, oh, I see what you're doing, but you want me to inject into your what you're doing, rather. And they won't participate in with you. But they'll do it to you with, and I've met people who do that. If they with a different culture, and they will use a race card on you in front of them. Now, you got to watch that shit. Now, this is the problem that black people have. And I'm telling you, it could be in church, in your community. I don't know who's living in your community. I don't know if you have a mixed, multi-cult community. I don't know that. I'm just giving these different phrases and different things for you to think about. You know what I mean? Even if you are in an all-black community, black and Spanish, Latino community, it's going to happen. You understand? You have to understand the wickedness of people. This is why I bring up the black card. This is what I'm talking about. They will turn against you in your face. And if you don't recognize the black card syndrome, It'll happen just that quickly. You understand? Remember that. Even if you're talking to different cultures, you're being open, you're having a great dialogue, right? Just watch how other black people will come over, or they'll see you, and they'll give it a snarl. Like, really? But then these the same people, if you sit there and you go, you know, I can't stand these people, because you think that you can have that type of dialogue with them. And then they go, oh, you racist? The same fucking people. The same people who will turn on you. And remember, they only use the race card or the race black card when it suits them. Be aware. Just because you pro-black, just because you into your race, your culture, your heritage, it does not mean you dislike people. You dislike people because you want to do that. You understand? Just because you bring out different issues, what somebody did or someone said, does not mean you dislike everybody. That is false. If somebody's saying, look at that nigger or this and that, right? And I happen to go, well, what you calling me a nigger for? You ever thought about you being a cracker or whatever the case may be, right? Be careful, because they'll use their reverse racism on you. And then if you got another black person who will use the black card, oh my God, because there's many different black cards now. You got to understand, it's just not one way. They'll say, I heard you call him a cracker, knowing they heard the white person called you a nigger. All this is illustration. Because now they want to use the flip side of that card. I'm not with you. I'm not with that. But then when they're in a situation, hopefully that you will have their back. And that's what I mean when it suits them. Be aware of these people. I'm sorry. I know it hurts. But this is real. I'm Chocolate Amun Ra. I hope you got a valuable lesson. You know, you take notes and you try to Google that up. Because everything you cannot Google. Experience is everything. Don't get it twisted.